Okay, ready?
Yes.
I want the vibes to be chill.
Okay.
I want like chill out vibes. Like
all right.
late night study beat.
Lo-fi hip hop.
Yeah, lo-fi hip hop vibes.
Go anime cat. Go.
I want the
YouTube
aesthetic
vibes.
to be vibes.
I want the vibes to be mood.
I want the mood to be bae.
This is terrible.
We go backwards a little bit in time every time.
I want the bay to be on fleek.
And you went forward a little bit, I think.
What?
Because I think I wanted the bae to be swag.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's better.
Uh-huh.
That's better. Well, it's worse, obviously.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah,
I want the
yeah.
swag, I don't know, to be Star Wars Kid or some shit. I want the swag to be Long Cat. I just now decided. Yeah, why not? I want the swag to be fucking Long Cat.
Why can't the swag be long cat?
Memes. Old memes. Decrepit old
ancient
shits,
memes.
aren't we? Yeah, we've become decrepit old shits, haven't we? I feel like this part of the outro, we're always like,
Well, let it play. Let
Yeah.
it have some respect. Have some goddamn respect for Slow Smoke's work.
for the beautiful intro by Slow Smog.
Yeah.
That's slowsmog.com. But I think the most useful thing you can do is just go to Spotify and just search one word. Flat sound? And stream I exist. 3 words.
Oh my
3 times.
3 words.
6 words.
6 words.
I exist, I exist, I exist.
Stream Slow Smog. He's good, actually.
He is.
That's the slogan.
That's his slogan. Stream Slow Smog. He's good, actually.
He's good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might be fine.
Yeah. You know when teens, young people, tweens, the Generation Z,
I don't know. So,
well, let me tell you, they have these things that they have meme folders.
like on their phones or in a filing cabinet.
Well, on their phones.
Okay.
I guess a lot of them just have meme accounts, so they just keep all their memes on like an Instagram account or
Yeah,
something,
I've
which is
seen those.
insane because you can't even download them back from Instagram. You got a screenshot.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're just degrading the quality of that meme.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of meme stock is that? You gotta keep it in a folder and keep it in HD.
Archival. You gotta keep
You
it
gotta be
archival.
with
Yeah.
your memes.
Back in my day on Tumblr, you see a meme on Tumblr, you right click it, you get the full resolution version, you
Yeah.
save it to your desktop computer
Yes,
in an actual folder
in a folder.
that you call lol.
Oh, is that what people were doing?
That's what I was doing.
I was doing that not for memes though.
Back in my day, you had to have a folder next to lol that was called reaction gifs. And you had to personally curate them yourself
Yeah.
and keep gifs that you could use.
Why, back in my day, reaction GIFs on Tumblr had to be less than 500 kilobytes in size.
Had
Do
to
you
look
remember
like
that?
Shit, they had to fit on a floppy disk.
What was that? Why?
So bad.
Why the fuck were they like, all right, for a pic, high res,
As
doesn't
big
matter.
as you fucking
want.
like.
Actually,
Basically
no.
limitless.
I think they had a limit, and it was like 10 megabytes.
It was so big.
It was 10 megabytes. But for a photo,
You could upload insanely high quality pictures on there.
but for a GIF, the animated version of this, it has to be so much bigger than like a ROM,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it has to be. I'm sorry, so much
Smaller.
smaller than like a
Yeah.
ROM.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that sometimes if someone wanted to post a higher quality GIF, what they'd do would just be to make 2 smaller ones and post them next to
Next
each
to each other and just hope that your page loaded
Loaded
at
it
the same
so
time.
they'd line up.
Oh, they had to have high speed internet for this one, or else this little GIF of I guess steam coming from a coffee cup isn't gonna look good.
Yeah.
I was like I used to look up like techniques, right? Mm-hmm. Techniques of how to keep that file size as small as possible
Without degrading the quality too much.
and one of them was that you only animate what needed to be animated. So if it was steam coming from a coffee cup, all the rest of it needed to stay completely like static.
yes.
You know?
Yes.
And only the steam came up. And then you can do an interesting thing where while it looped, you created this kind of a crossfade in between.
Oh, yeah.
So it looked like it was going on forever.
Yeah.
And that was for what?
For a GIF on your dash.
For a GIF on my dash?
Insane.
For Daddy Dave? For David?
For Mr. Cobb.
For Mr. Carp himself?
For Mr.
To
Carp,
get rich and buff? So that I got small and weak?
There's a direct correlation.
between gift size and how buff you are.
Yeah, and how small and weak you are. As you got less powerful, Dave grew.
Of course. And then he
Yeah.
eventually just left the company.
Yeah.
Left me high and sucked me dry. There I am. Dave's apartment
That's why you were
in
on.
a K-hole.
That's why you were. This is why you were featured on the Tumblr music blog so
Of
much.
course. Yeah, you drained me. I don't
He
usually
felt
talk.
bad for draining you so bad. He was like, I'll give him some notes.
I'll give him some,
I'll
yeah.
give him a platform.
I'll give him, the little spotlight in the corner for the Sleep album.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it often, but yeah. David Carp,
Yeah.
he sucked me dry.
He sucked you
He
dry.
drained my. I'm not gonna say it. Can we get... this. This is all the space in between. My name's Mitch.
My name's Billy. Welcome to an episode
Of this podcast,
of this podcast. That's
Not-
what this is.
not just any podcast. This is an advice podcast.
An
where
advice
we-
podcast.
Can we just say we talk about the internet? Because we do it quite a bit.
We do quite a bit. It's true.
We talk about old internet.
Yeah.
We complain about new internet.
What's the main two things we talk about, both in this podcast and in life, is the internet and
Yeah.
art.
Yeah, we'll just show stuff on our phone to each other and go, "Oh my god! Oh
Yeah.
my god! Look at! Oh my god!"
Especially the intersection of those things.
Yeah, definitely. Like
And how-
sharing art online.
Yeah. Just how bad that can be.
It's horrible.
Yeah. But yeah, we
What? What are you thinking about? Something else. Sorry, I was thinking about Dave. That strong hold he had on you.
draining you again.
Absolutely.
You still
sucking
haven't
dry.
recuperated.
No, I'm weak in the knees and in the arms.
In the balls.
The balls, yeah. They've never looked the same. It's a weird rumor I'm starting on this episode. It's I used to date David Carp from Tumblr.
Of Tumblr fame.
Daddy Dave.
Oh, like he was famous on Tumblr? No, like he was famous for making Tumblr.
Yeah, no, he created Tumblr in his college days.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
That's not all he was good at, unfortunately for me. This is an advice podcast. We do our darndest to answer your questions every single week, and also we kind of we are running low on questions.
It's true.
We only got not that many last week, which we're so spoiled. We pick a couple, and
Yeah.
I don't like to go back. So can you send me fresh ones, please?
Said the same thing, but again, fuck it.
If we didn't answer your question, bump it.
Circling back around.
Yeah, send us a little.
Yeah.
What do people say in emails?
Yeah. Circling back to
Yeah,
this.
circling back.
Yeah.
As per my last
As
email.
per my last.
Yeah, people will
That's
say that
it.
to me a lot.
Yeah. Because you're never getting back to the last email.
Never. And in fact, kind of an exciting thing since you've been here is that you've been kind of like taking over my emails.
A little bit.
And thank the Lord himself, that you're here to do that, because people are actually getting fucking there's like poor mothers are out there that are just like, my daughter loves your shit.
You get a lot of emails from moms.
Moms love me.
Yeah.
And I love moms.
It's true.
Yeah, I do. And I get along with moms too. Dads, hit or miss. Mothers love me.
Mothers. Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I encourage it. And I support it. And I'm there for it. But I will not respond to their fucking emails. That's too much for me. But I appreciate it. And I appreciate you being there to say Mitch appreciates this.
Yeah.
That rules for me. Do you know how much that rules for me?
That
You're
you don't have to
responding to
email?
my
Yeah.
You're responding to my emails, and in them you're like saying stuff for me.
Yeah.
You're just like, Mitch says he really appreciates this, blah blah blah. We'll da 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 da. The
We'll
thing that
sort
they're
you out.
asking.
Yeah.
The thing that they're asking, which is usually something a mom would ask. It's usually, oh, I can't find this. Is there any? They're just like going above and beyond, like any mother would.
Should.
You know who doesn't barely email me ever?
What?
Is a deadbeat dad. How come moms hit me up so much? That's not true. I've
You got an
spoken to
email
some-
from a dad. I've seen you get
I've gotten
an email
many
from a dad.
emails, not nearly as much as moms, but when
Yeah.
dads reach out to me, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're amazing. Not like those other deadbeat dads who never reach out to me.
That's how to decide if a dad is deadbeat or not.
Yeah.
If he's emailed you.
If you love me or not, yeah.
Well,
Most people listening
Yeah.
The dads have never emailed me.
Pathetic.
Uh-huh.
You're going to get our inbox filled with dad emails now. You realize
I hope I don't. I don't want to talk to anyone's dad. If I don't want to talk to your mom, you better believe I don't want to talk to your dad.
No.
There's no way.
But yeah, I've been responding to the shop emails, some of the business emails.
Some of the business emails?
I have my own email. I'm not going to say it because it's going to get filled up with spam.
It's predictable.
It's predictable.
Predictable email. For work.
Guess what it is and try.
Yeah, let's see if anyone can get it. Hey, send a random email right now to what you think Billy's email would be. Keep in mind, it's Billy, and she's doing it for me.
Yeah.
So
Let's see if I get anything.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been helping you with stuff, with customer stuff and with merchandise stuff and things like that. I love answering emails.
And I hate doing it. And
Yeah.
I love that you do it.
I really like it. It falls into it scratches that same itch that like creating a spreadsheet does.
Yeah, which is another thing that I refuse to
You
do.
hate.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. Well, yeah, let's do math for fun.
Yeah.
Let's play with a calculator.
Hell yeah.
No.
Make it say boobs.
Well, that.
What? Yeah, maybe.
That's just boys being boys. And in your Catholic all-girls school,
Yeah.
girls being girls.
Girls being girls. Non-binaries being girls for a little while.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
a spell.
What was I saying? This is an advice podcast. We're going to try and get to a question. We have a couple of them to answer on the show.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get to both of them? We only have two, and I'm just assuming we're not going to do it.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Let's just get into one now. I'm feeling chatty. I'm a bit of a chatty Cathy.
I've noticed that about you. Yeah.
I also have a migraine,
Oh.
and I'm experiencing a weak spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I have long legs.
He's shaking.
and
He's
a
quivering.
beautiful abs.
That's yeah.
Oh, my head hurts, and my
My beautiful stomach.
my abs are bulging. my legs are so strong. I do have a headache, though.
Bring up an email already.
A short story.
Oh my God.
When I was in kindergarten,
Okay. Okay. We're going back a long time.
my teacher was out sick a lot. And so we would always have substitutes. And the substitutes would come in and we'd be like, where is she? And I don't know why we cared. And
You missed her.
I hated her.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why I cared. But where is she? And the substitute would always say she has a stomach ache.
Yeah.
To us, we would just be like, oh, I know what that is, blah, blah, whatever. But being 5, I always thought she was saying that she has a stomach egg. She has a stomach ache. So
What?
the way that I perceived that as a child, was I always thought that she was pregnant.
That she had an egg in her stomach?
I didn't really understand the complexities of
An egg on her stomach? Like a kangaroo?
I thought she was having a baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
every time, and she would call out a lot. She was really working the system.
Oh my God.
She would call out all the time.
Yeah.
So I thought she was just having baby after baby. Because I was 5.
Every month.
I didn't know.
New baby.
Yeah.
New baby drop.
So I didn't know that it took 9 months.
Wow.
So yeah. Whenever I think of a headache, I think of head egg.
Head egg.
Yeah.
Stomach egg.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I have a stomach egg.
I can't believe you've never told me that before.
I know. It's just one of my cute stories.
I can't
have a
wait
lot
till
of
you have a stomach egg.
No.
I can't wait till you have a stomach egg.
First question. Can I read it?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Be my guest. See what I can.
Get the iPad out. I love holding this thing. I love Apple. This is a great device.
Yeah.
My partner doesn't support my career. That's a pretty interesting one. And it goes, Dear bitches, this one's pretty self-explanatory. We've been together for nearly 3 years. We live, they said love, to be fair. They threw me off.
Oh.
We live and love together and have a cat. We're both 20, but he can't accept that I want to become a tattooist. This isn't something new. He's known since day one that I've wanted to get into tattooing, But as time goes on, it's built in his head to be this insanely out of proportion fear of me being covered in tattoos, not something I plan to do, and a fear of the culture of the industry, which he has a very outdated opinion on. I've told him that if he can't accept this, then I have to leave, but I don't want to. I know I can't convince him to accept this, but I feel like there's something else that's bothering him, and that the tattooing thing is just a cover-up. What do I do? Should I give up on us and lose him, my cat, and my house? How do I stay and try to figure out the root of the problem? If so, how do I do this? He's acknowledged that he's in the wrong, and he told me that he has no idea why he feels this way, but he doesn't know how to change. Any advice is so appreciated. At this point, I just need to be told that it'll be okay. From a very sad little lad. Let's get one thing out of the way.
Yeah.
You are going to be okay.
Of course you're going to be okay.
Because you're 20 fucking years old. You're a spring chicken. You have your knees probably do not hurt.
There's nothing much that can happen to you that means that it's not going to be okay.
Yeah, I think like a Donnie Darko style, just like part of a plane can come and just collide into your house.
Yeah.
It'll be fine for the relationship, you know? Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like being that age a lot is just being like, how will I ever get through this thing I won't think about 4 years from now?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. When I was around 20, I had a heartbreak. I've had my fair share of heartbreaks, and I had a heartbreak.
Did you ever have a long, because there are 3 years together. Mm-hmm. Did you ever have at around that age, which is a mushy-brained age to be?
It is. It is, yeah.
Did you have a long relationship end? Like 3 years?
No, I think I had like a 2 year.
Yeah, I'll stop you then. Then you have no idea what this person's
Oh
going through.
my god.
Or what I went through.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Same boat as this person. I was 17 all the way up when I was like 21. I was with this. That's 4 years. Mm-hmm. That's the longest relationship I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And it's not that long. 4 years, not that long.
It's a very long time at the time.
At the time, it's the longest thing you can imagine because it's all of high school.
Of course, yeah.
But being this age now, I have friends that are like, I have like multiple friends that I can think of right now that are exiting 10-year relationships.
Yeah, yeah. Or who is still in more
which
than
is
that,
even worse. Imagine a thing worse than exiting a 10-year relationship is still being in one.
Shut up. Keeping a mental note that Mitch is going to bail on me in about 7 years.
10 years, yeah. I'll hit a point.
We've already done about 3.
Yeah, we're at 3, aren't we? It feels so much,
3.5. Nearly 4.
So much longer.
Nearly 4.
Can I say that the year and a half that we spent when we weren't apart?
Yeah.
That counts, but not really. I should feel like it should count for our relationship, but it shouldn't count as time added to our relationship.
Okay. You mean when we were physically apart just now?
Yeah.
Because of COVID?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It just feels like it.
I certainly wasn't single.
Were you not?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. He's got to delete some texts.
Sorry, Dave's hitting me up. Mr. Carp.
What I was gonna say is that you said that at that age, most things you're gonna forget about in like, what did you say?
Like 4 years.
4 years, yeah. At the time when I had my heartbreak, at the age of 20.
Didn't I meet you at 20?
Yes.
No.
Interesting, isn't it?
No.
Isn't it?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you.
What? I thought you would. We're talking about something like more, because I famously didn't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding. Of course, I hit you up and was like, "What are we gonna do?
What
What can I do about this?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Nothing.
Nothing.
You're simply too girthy."
Shut up.
I can't. So you went away for a few years.
I went away for a few years, but at the time I was devastated. We were both not done cooking. As I like to say.
Also, we'd only met the one time.
We'd only met one time. But I was still absolutely devastated. But the thing that I said to myself at the time is I was like, give it 2 years. Give it 1 year and you're going to be mostly fine. Give it 2 years, you're going to be totally over it.
Give it 3 years.
So I remember 1 year. I remember 1 year going and me being like, hey, what do you know? I'm mostly over it. And I remember it coming up to about 2 years and me being like, hey, look, I'm just about going to be over it. And then who fucking slides into my inbox?
Yeah, I sent you
Yeah.
a friend request on Facebook. Well, I had to do it on Facebook. You blocked me on Twitter. you overreacting fucking dramatic. What did I do?
Hurt my feelings.
Oh, did I?
My feelings.
I hurt your feeling we couldn't be together because we were
hurt.
from different countries. I super wanted to make it work. And also,
I know.
we went off and had great relationships with
We
people.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
a good
awesome.
time. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was super fun being blocked by you.
Do it again.
Yeah, exhilarating. What do I got to do to get you to fucking block me
Oh,
again?
God, he's poking me.
Yeah. I hurt my wrist just now.
Doing that?
What doesn't at this
Oh,
point?
God.
I know.
Jesus. But it was a common strategy of mine that I'd be like, this really sucks now. But in a year, probably, it's going to mostly be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a year, I'm probably not going to think about it at all. And most of the time, it's true.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's cool. Time is great. Anyway, we're talking about this like you've split up with the person. You haven't. But we're just saying you are going to be okay.
You'll be fine,
You'll
sweetie.
be fine.
The relationship, yeah, that's donezo.
It's over,
that's
hun.
He does not understand or support you. When he sucks for that, and he's going to be called out for that. I will retweet it.
But we're just saying, you are going to be fine, no matter what happens. If you stay with this person, you'll be fine. If you don't, you'll be fine. But you will be okay.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. No matter what happens, you'll be fine. I kind of expect them to stay together a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. But given that they're 20 years old, it's either like, it's not that stressful. You either stay together or you don't. You know? And both are great options.
Spoken like a true Venus and Gemini.
I don't get what that means, and I don't want to get what it means. All I know,
Not that stressful. Just do it.
all I know is that whenever I show my chart to someone, they scream
Yeah,
because it's a scary little shape.
it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a perfect little pentagram.
Lots-
God, it might as well be.
All your personal planets just make a exact
Perfect
pentagram in the
pentagram,
sky. Holy
yeah.
shit, that's scary. That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
It is a rigid little thing. I see yours; it's everywhere. Mine's just like a square.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Lots of oppositions. Anyway, back to the question. This person says that, let me read it on our Apple iPad. Hang on.
You can get yours for super cheap.
They says that, okay, their boyfriend has an insanely out of proportion fear of this person being covered in tattoos, which is not something that they even want to do.
I forgot about that part. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start.
Okay, two things. Two separate parts of this. One, you're talking like that's an insane fear to have because, like, well, it's silly for him to be scared that I'd be covered in tattoos because I won't
I'd
be.
never do that. I'd never do that.
When it's an insane fear to have because so what if you did? It's completely harmless.
The problem here is that he'd care.
Why
right?
would he care?
Yeah, he shouldn't care.
Why would he care?
Shouldn't
The
care at
only
all.
people
It's your body.
I imagine in this day and age giving a shit about someone having tattoos is like, you know, a guy
Republicans.
Yeah. who
Yeah.
runs an insurance company
Yeah.
not wanting to hire you because you got face tats or something, you know? Who the fuck gives a shit?
Who cares? And
Even
then,
if you wanted to get fucking covered in them.
especially if you want, if the career you're pursuing is of a tattoo artist,
Yeah. Yeah.
because then why that seems so common. In fact, I'm struggling to imagine, like, all of my friends that are tattoo artists, all the people that I know that are tattoo artists, everyone that I see on Instagram, if they're holding a tattoo gun, the arm that's holding that gun has a sleeve.
Has a full sleeve on it. Yeah.
or they've given themselves so many bad tattoos when practicing. It's a blackout sleeve.
Blacked out. Yeah.
That's just what happens.
Yeah, usually people like start practicing on themselves, which is not. It's probably not technically recommended, but
not
it's a
telling
thing that
you to
happens.
do it. I'm
It's
just-
a thing that happens a lot. Yeah,
That's what a lot of people do.
they'll just practice on their own thigh, use it as a fucking doodling book.
Yeah, my brother got into tattooing for like 30 minutes, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
he
literally.
found a gun, you know?
Yeah.
And he still has just like thighs that are covered in tattoos because of it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
But-
he's barely into it.
No,
It was a passing
All of-
fancy.
I'm 100% sure that there are tattoo artists out there that aren't heavily tattooed, but all
sure
the
there are
ones I
too.
know are.
Yeah, I'm saying I can't personally name one. I'm absolutely sure they exist.
Yeah, I think generally if you're that into it that you want to become a tattoo artist, then you're into it enough to want them to adorn your body as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Generally.
would feel strange if someone was like, "All right, hop up, get ready for your tattoo. Here's my portfolio." They're just like virgin skin. Yeah, I'd be like, But again, they could have a great portfolio.
They could, and they could be perfectly talented at it.
Anyway,
But, yeah, unusual.
The
Yeah.
issue here is that your boyfriend shouldn't care.
He should not care.
It's not that like, oh, thank God we see eye to eye. He shouldn't worry about that because I would never do that. What if you did want to do that? What if
Yeah.
you change and you became a tattoo artist and you're like, you know what, I really like tattoos. I want a sleeve. Is he going to
Yeah.
be like, but I own that arm.
Right.
I'm used to that arm not having a sleeve. No.
Then what? Then what?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because this person says, I feel like there's something else that's bothering him and the tattoo is a cover-up. And it's like, shit, the thing that's bothering him is like the idea of you changing at all or becoming an independent person.
Right, of course.
Which sucks.
Which sucks, but not to defend this person. Not to defend the boyfriend. But when entering a relationship with a man, okay, you're under contractual agreement to not change.
Oh.
Yes, to be exactly the same.
Ah.
And to tell me who you slept with. I need to know that the person
Names,
I'm going
locations, amount of times.
and girth,
Oh.
which is the thing I'm into this episode.
This is the theme of the episode.
No, not to defend this guy. But he's 20.
Yeah.
20 is so, especially for a man brain. It's so fucking young.
It is.
At
Yeah.
20, I
Yeah.
can't even believe that at 20 I had written like I exist in my heart goes bum 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 and stuff because just hearing me speak anytime I wasn't singing is a horrible experience.
Just unbearable.
Is a terrible. And in relationships, I didn't become good until I started working on myself through therapy because I was just a product of being male in this society. I had to actually put active and dedicated time into reversing that,
Yeah.
into getting older and wanting to change, and then Tumblr showing me fucking bell hooks,
Thank God.
and then reading actual books,
Yeah.
hook books,
Hook books. The
as
books
we
of
call
hook.
them,
Yeah.
the books of bell hooks, and actually changing.
Yeah.
So, okay, especially at 20, in a relationship, I was just a little weenie. I was, oh, God, who are you hanging out with? Who's that? Is it a coworker? You're talking different. Is it because of him? What is this? Who are you? You don't say that. You don't say you're changing. You're changing. You're changing. You're leaving me. You're changing.
I wish this was a video podcast because people can't see Mitch's kind of faux, like casually
Put my
leaning on the wall, like, okay.
I'm putting my hand on the wall. Yeah.
So-
Let's rap.
Yeah.
Who is Ian? And is he as girthy as I?
Oh my God.
No, I was in constant fear
Yeah.
of being cheated on
Yeah.
because how dare someone think about treat me the way I treat them?
Oh my God. The idea of getting my just desserts is terrifying.
Being 20 is a
Of
sickness.
getting what I give out? No, thank you.
You knew me. You knew this when you started dating me. I can dish it. I cannot take it.
My own medicine? Why the fuck would I want to taste
I'm
that?
giving it to you.
It tastes like shit. Why would I want to taste that?
No way. Because you're sick, sweetie. You need some of that medicine. I
Oh
don't.
my
I
God.
can't stomach the poison that I give you.
Oh, gee. Giving a girlfriend Munchausen's.
It's a sickness being 20.
Yeah.
And you know what? You and I are online a lot. Not posting,
No.
but we just see stuff, and every day we just show each other our phones and go, "Look at this." These people don't even know that this is a. I struggle to say abusive but that they're in that they're telling from their perspective, they're sharing something online where they're clearly the person in the wrong,
Very in the wrong, yeah.
and they don't see it.
Yeah.
Society has broken people's brains, and it's very, very normal. So what I'm saying is that I totally understand what the boyfriend is saying when he's
It's not correct, but you understand.
I
it,
understand. I remember feeling that insecure. I remember feeling that insecure for sure. And I'm saying it's wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that hopefully he changes.
Yeah, because it's
Hopefully
based in
everyone does.
nothing. It's based in nothing. Yeah. And it is a completely harmless thing for you to want to do. Can I give a little different kind of advice?
Differing than mine?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, okay.
Look at my hand.
Well, this is that contract that we signed.
Look at my hand.
It's shaking.
Yeah, it's quivering.
It's clenched. The just of a different ilk. The road to becoming a tattooist, a tattoo artist, as I understand it from I listen, I've never been tattooed in a tattoo studio. I don't know a lot about it, but I do have a lot of friends that do it.
Yeah, a lot of inked rocker chicks. Go on. No, we don't have to talk about what I just said. Go on.
Most of them are non-binary, actually.
Yeah, like a rock and roll.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No.
who isn't afraid to get inked?
No.
Yeah.
Enough.
Punk rock.
Tired
Yadded
up.
even.
Yeah. The road to becoming a professional tattoo artist is kind of a long one, and there's like you don't just walk in and be like, "Hi, I'd like to be a tattoo artist." And they're like, "Here's your gun. Next customer's at 2 p.m." Obviously, like usually, I think people will, they'll practice on fucking oranges or whatever, or their own leg, and they'll become an apprentice for a long time
Is
in the
correct.
shop, like just helping out in the shop. Doing cleanup, doing whatever, studying the people who do it professionally. Eventually, they'll let you start doing some simpler things on people, maybe just doing like some like shading work on before you start like doing your own designs and doing your own portfolio and blah, 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 blah. Like, what I'm saying is there's lots of steps up to that point.
Right.
What I would say, maybe, is listen, it's your boyfriend who's got the problem here. You don't have a problem with... You don't have a problem. You're just living your life and you're fine. Your boyfriend has the problem. I'm saying let it be his decision. Like, I would just start along the road to doing what you want to do. Just be like, listen, I'm looking for an apprenticeship. Let me know at what point you get too uncomfortable to be in the relationship.
Oh.
Is it now that I work in a tattoo shop? Is it at the point where I tattoo someone? Is it at the point where I have not 3, but 4 tattoos and that's your line for some reason? You're like, okay, this is a bit too wacky for me, I'm out.
How much down the sleeve can you get before he leaves?
Listen, it's his thing that he's uncomfortable with. Let him be the one that decides to be like, nah, too far. But as for you, I would just kind of live your own life. Don't be like, I'm not even gonna start doing this thing that takes a long time.
Because he's uncomfortable with it.
Because your boyfriend's uncomfortable for it for no real reason. That like he can't even pinpoint. And he knows he's
He
wrong.
knows he's in the wrong.
I would just start doing it because it's gonna take you a long time to do. Just start doing it and just be like, hey, at whatever point, too much for you, you can leave.
Wow. That is... Come here. Kiss me.
Oh.
Give me a kiss. Mwah.
Oh my god.
That was great advice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was really good advice.
Ah, cheers.
One note.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't... Felt like an attack on me.
On my advice from earlier.
It felt like my advice wasn't good enough because you gave better advice.
Oh, yeah.
It made my advice feel worse.
Like by contrast.
By contrast.
I see. Yeah.
It's
That must be hard for you.
it's not easy. Yeah. Because then I'm going to have to go into the next room. I'm going to have to edit it. I hear it all over again.
The humiliation.
The contradiction.
Yeah.
The pure venom. Dripping from your tongue like...
Me trying to help someone, honestly.
like honey. Like thick. I'm trying to think of a name of the honey. What's the honey that
Manuka.
Manuka honey, yeah.
Yeah.
The pure, let me do that again. The pure venom
Oh.
dripping from your tongue. Mm-hmm. Like the purest Manuka honey.
Oh. That's good for you.
It doesn't heal me. Made my stomach feel worse.
Oh, you got a fucked up stomach.
I do have a fucked up stomach.
Yeah.
That was great advice.
Thank you. It came to me.
In a dream.
Before we even got this email.
I answered this question 4 years ago in my head. I was in a K-hole when I first heard this
London
question.
at a house party
I was
in
14,
2013.
and I was
14.
the tattoo gun. A little tattoo gun with your haircut.
God.
You're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be okay.
And
Chase your dreams.
we might also. It sounds like we're saying a bunch of stuff that's very anti this guy too.
No.
But I want to reiterate. I do remember what that's like,
Yeah.
and I think that there's a lot of really beautiful opportunity here for growth. Mm-hmm. And it's part of. Hey, is this a part of my chart? The hardest part for me growing up, the hardest part for me being this age is that even when I knew I was fucking wrong and everything was my fault, I'd cross my arms and be like, how
Yes.
dare you
It is.
point out this flaw of mine like I was just going to let it shine. I am going to be weird the rest of the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's decided.
I'm going to be weird for 3 days.
Oh, shit. I'd prefer if you didn't.
By the end of it, I'm having a conversation with myself, telling me, begging me to stop.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah,
I won't.
I can't. Is the thing. Anyway, yeah, that is in your chart. Mars
that?
in Aries.
Really? Interesting.
Mars is the planet of war, the god of war, anger, lust,
And
passions.
Aries, how does that,
Stubborn like a ram, headbutting shit.
what about, I don't want to bring this up on the show, but
Okay.
is there anything on my chart to, explains this massive girth?
Oh, well, that's the Lilith and Scorpio.
Oh, that's Lilith and
That's
Scorpio,
Lilith and
is
Scorpio.
it? Yeah, no, Kanye has some of that one. Yeah, he does.
I need a sip of water.
It's hot and cold.
Yeah, I'm going to take my jumper off and have a sip of water.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I'm going to get the other email up,
Okay.
even though, yeah, I'm done. I one click away. Hurry up with the jumper. I'm not going to cut any of this out, too. I'm feeling lazy.
Oh, great.
Put the earbud back in.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Wait, you know how my ears are shaped.
Yeah, it's not good. And the haircut isn't helping either. Maybe the earbud would fit better if you didn't have such a haircut.
What? Enough about my haircut.
It's new, by the way.
It is new.
We gave
by
ourselves
the way.
haircuts yesterday. Yeah, was satisfying.
You know what I'm looking forward to when we have the new podcasting room?
Probably that you get your own water bottle and not drink my Evian, but go on. Sorry, it's just that I bought that from the French fucking Alps. But
I told you about Evian.
literally didn't ask. But you said you said I'm going to do this.
Wait.
You said I'm going to take off my jumper and I'm going
Yeah.
to drink your fucking water.
I'm going to drink your fucking Evian water. Yeah.
What do you look forward to?
Having the microphone on an arm,
Yeah, not on my arm.
not me
Yeah.
holding it in my arm,
With
because
our
now I
arms.
have to hold the microphone with one arm and pull Evian with the other.
Oh, that must be so hard for you. Yeah, not having to pay for either. I said that right as you were taking a sip. Come on, swallow. You can do it. Oh my God, is it coming out? There we go.
I did it.
There we go.
I did it. I looked like a blowfish for a couple of seconds there, but I did it.
My arm's also tired. I'm like leaning it against this so I don't have to hold it like super.
Yeah. My thumb is tired. My thumb is so tired from grasping this.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good.
Okay.
One more question. I can read it. You can read it.
You read the last one. Do you want to go for both, or do you want me to go one?
No, go for one. I haven't pre-read read this one. Actually, this one's been sitting. Excuse you, by the way.
Excuse me.
This one has been sitting in our maybe folder for a while.
Oh, it has. Yeah,
and it's
that's
just
true.
about like social media. I don't really remember what it's about. Mm-hmm. It's a call out post to me. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
We keep it. It's,
All right, then.
It ruins me. I edit it.
Well, we have to make sure it sounds balanced.
Yeah, so it sounds
clear.
pristine.
Yeah, of course, of course. All right, this one is called Should I Nuke My Art Account and Start Anew? And it goes like this. Afternoon, pod kissers. We kissed on the podcast. I am yet another person with an art/social media problem. I don't like the audience that I am reaching with my art. I have about 500 followers on Instagram. It's a weird hodgepodge of acquaintances from high school, a couple family members, some strangers from when I had my promoted post phase, and shudder, some stragglers from a time when I used to post fan art. We've all been there, am I right?
No.
Oh. But I honestly don't want anything to do with these demographics anymore. I don't engage with anyone, and I don't feel comfortable sharing personal art. I want to share art about the more private aspects of my identity, such as sexuality and disability, but I don't feel comfortable sharing these things when all I can feel is the gaze of people who kind of but barely know me. I've come to dread my account so much that I've been sincerely considering scrapping it and making a new one. On one hand, I only had 500 followers anyway, but on the other hand, it took me 6 years to even cultivate an audience of that size. I've also posted over 300 pieces to my current account, a few of which I love dearly. I'm scared that rebranding and starting over would set me back irreparably. Do you think it's worth it to start over just for the possibility of connecting with like-minded people, or should I stick with what I have? P.S. Just for some background, I am pursuing art professionally, occasional commissions and freelance work on my only income. However, I am very far from making a living. Thanks, this person's name.
All right.
Good email.
It is a good email.
Interesting email. Specific problem, particular problem.
Well written email.
Yeah.
It's a shame you're not as good at Instagram followers, at gaining them. Yeah, maybe if you're as good at that as you are at writing this beautiful
Become
email.
a professional email writer.
Hey, maybe you should post this email on the show. I'm sorry, on your account.
On your Instagram account. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm making fun of this person for no reason. I do have advice.
Do you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, that's lucky.
Well, that checks out.
Well, that's good, because this is an advice show.
Yeah, I got some stuff to say.
Go on.
Similar to the other one, you're going to be fine, no matter what you do here. Mm-hmm. The only issue, so 500 is not that many, and I know that you're thinking, but it took me so long just to get that. Mm-hmm. But I don't think you were actively trying to gain followers. You were just sort of online, posting your stuff, going through phases of high school friends following me, some promoted posts, some fan art, and you cultivated 500 followers. Now, that's a lot in the scheme of, like, I don't know 500 people. You know? If there were 500 people in a room, they all claim to know and like me. And what?
Yeah.
That would be strange for most people, you know?
Yeah.
So 500 for, you know, just a person you went to school with is just kind of like, why did that? But I feel like in social media, it's very common to have that amount of followers. At least, you know?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be, you're not giving up too much by starting over. Especially if what you'll gain from starting over is the freedom to post more, the freedom to post what you want. I think that's worth starting over.
I think you are totally right. Yeah.
Because what you're losing is 500 followers. What you're gaining is not the courage, but the comfort. That safe area to post the things that you actually want to post instead of not posting them. That's the whole point of social media. You post and you network. And you post and you network. So start the new account. You can even go fucking anonymous. You can have a what's it called?
An alias.
An alias. Yes.
Yeah.
Have an alias. Post the things you want to post about sexuality, about who you really are, that you wouldn't feel comfortable saying directly to your high school friends.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think if you're making art about especially kind of marginalized identities like disability, especially if anything has to do with like the intersection of disability and sexuality, there are a lot of people out there that really like are looking for that kind of content, rather than it just being like passive, you know, people who did liked your fan art kind of thing.
Years ago, yeah.
There's a lot more potential, I think, for people to make a genuine connection with that kind of stuff because there's like a shared ground there.
Right.
That you could definitely get a new following who are like more genuinely interested in your work.
Right. And I think that you could even surpass the 500.
Yeah, and I think even
pretty
if you
soon.
had less than 500, but those 500 were more engaged with it, that would be better.
It would.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be better.
I know a few people who have had their, not Instagrams, sometimes Instagrams, but I guess Instagram too, yeah. Their Instagram or Twitter accounts completely deleted by the platform because they make work to do with sex and sexuality and pornography and stuff. And they will have had like, you know, tens of thousands of followers.
Right.
And it gets completely nuked and they have to start
Gone.
again. And then sometimes people will regain a good chunk of that. Sometimes they do not. Sometimes they used to have 30,000 and now they only have maybe 6.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Half of that 30,000 was complete dead wood in the first place.
Yeah. It was just an old account that they had since like, however long.
Yeah, it was like most of the accounts were inactive.
Mm-hmm.
They had you muted.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, they're just, it was completely dead wood. And so they're still making like a similar amount of money and getting better engagement than they used to because it's like fresh blood. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it fucking sucks to have your account and all your memories and your income taken away by a platform, but sometimes, occasionally, there is a silver lining and they're like, oh, well, I got rid of all the dead weight that was around.
Of course,
you know,
of course.
and now it's only the people who are actually interested, you know? So I've seen secondhand that it can be good.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that being concerned about that number, the follower count, it doesn't mean anything.
No,
It does. In fact, it famously means nothing. How many accounts do we see? Like, who the fuck is this person with 600,000 followers? I've never heard of this person. Well, they're probably really popping off. I don't know. Just because I haven't heard of them doesn't mean. What's this? Yeah, this 500 likes to this post. What the fuck?
3 comments.
3 comments on this.
3 comments on this post.
So this is bots. This is this because now we're going to talk. We're not going to talk. It's very tempting for me always to talk about the illusion of success because it's such a major part of what I believe in. The illusion of success and how unimportant it is, but it is the thing that people crave more than they want to create art. They want to be perceived as someone who creates art more than they want to write a good song or take a good photograph. They want to have lots of followers online and they want the blue check mark. And I'm telling you, it's totally backwards. When it comes to making a living off your art, it's totally fucking backwards. Because if you want the other thing, just become an influencer. It doesn't matter. That's really all you're doing, right? Yeah. And even that is much, much harder because I'm telling you, you can have a fraction of, like, I don't have very many followers online of 40,000 on Instagram or something.
That's a fair amount.
But compared to how many people we know that have hundreds of thousands.
That's true.
But I'm saying, compared to a lot of them, I'd triple their income. Easy.
True.
Easy. Get the fuck out of here with the number and the blue check mark and stuff. It isn't important, right? Because I tell people all the time, based on my Spotify numbers, right?
Yeah.
I'm a nobody compared to people who get so much more than me. And I'm telling them that you can be 1/6 as relevant as I am and pay your rent. Forget about the number. The number is not super important, right?
Yeah.
So I say let go of the 500 easy.
Yeah.
Start a new account and post the stuff that you want to post.
Yeah, and you can still post the stuff that you can repost your older stuff that you're still very proud of.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
All that fan art.
No, it does the same thing all over again. It's exactly the same followers.
Reconnecting with all their high school friends, yeah.
But if you're like, you know, some of that work I'm really proud of and I don't want to lose it, yeah, you can repost it.
Repost it. They're not going to know.
Yeah. You can just be like, here's some older work. I was going through my archives. Here it is. You know? And it's good even to just have that to just bulk up your posts a little bit.
Right.
But what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
Can I jump in there with a tip?
Yes.
Okay. One small tip. You could probably help them with this more than me because I only know of it as a concept, and you probably have done it. Is or at least know people that have to do it.
Yeah.
When joining Instagram, creating a new account, I often forget that it's like attached to your phone number, or it's attached to something, it's attached to your Facebook, it's attached to something, and then it will use that to then suggest your account to people. So, I'll have an account I don't use for fucking anything. I don't use for anything. I was going to use it for something else, but I don't use it for anything. There's nothing on there at all. When I go there, because it's still linked, to my Flat Sound account. When I go there, it's only suggesting me people that I know, like people that I know personally in my real life, people that are in my phone, old high school friends and stuff. And I know that they're being suggested this account too. They just don't know it's me. Yeah. Right? They're being suggested that same account. So cut that link.
Yeah. Don't sign up with your phone number is the first thing. Because if you sign up with your phone number, it comes up to everyone who's got your phone number, which is usually your friends and family and stuff. Right. I have made entirely new email addresses before, just so it's like it's not connected to anything. You know, just don't sign up with your Facebook account. Obviously, just sign up with an email, and then that makes it a lot less likely. But then just never click any of the share to Facebook, share to Twitter, whatever things. Because also terrible way to share things. Just cross post it. Just go over there and make the same post. Never post it from Instagram directly.
So when you're posting something on Instagram too. They're like, here's where you write your caption. Really express yourself. This is what you're going to say. It's like, it's a tiny
It's 3 pixels tall.
It's so small, and you can't expand it. You just have to type within that thing. But then most of the phone screen is asking you if you want to share it to Facebook.
Yep.
It's just, what bad UI.
No, I haven't wanted to do that since 2011.
Yep.
So I probably won't
not
start
gonna
again
do
now.
that. Probably not. So why is that taking up the whole thing? Whereas a lot of the point of making a post on this platform is the caption for a lot of people. Yeah. It's the picture to get your attention, and what am I saying? Yeah. What am I saying now? And they give you so little.
Tiniest box.
Because you can type as much as you want in it.
There is a limit eventually. But
there is a limit. But still, you can type a big long thing in it. Yeah, yeah. But it never expands and becomes a whole screen or anything like that. You just have to scroll through it and read 3 lines at a time. People get... This is one of the biggest...
I know. It's trash.
How is the UI that bad?
Trash.
Social media is trash.
It's terrible.
Social media is bad.
It's terrible. I remembered what I was going to say.
Okay.
It was if you make your new account, like Mitch said, don't have it attached to your personal shit. Just make a new account. Be like, this is our account. I think the best thing to do to try and gain some traction is to earnestly and consistently engage with other people who are making similar kinds of stuff.
That's great.
You're very lucky if you just just accumulate followers without doing anything, right? You know, I make a habit of not even make a habit for, and I'm not just doing it for my own enjoyment, but I think it's almost not a karmic thing, but it's a nice thing to do, to go to other creators' stuff that you like, that you connect with, that you're like, hey, maybe they will like my stuff, and you like it, and you leave them comments, especially because that makes them, I don't mean spam them, I don't mean fucking go through their shit leaving a flame emoji on everything. Right. I mean earnestly being like, wow, this is a beautiful photograph, and I'm going to tell them that it's a really touching and beautiful photograph. That
Connect with things
they
that
did great work.
That you actually like.
And then
attract that same energy.
Yeah, and they can feel that you're being earnest, and they might check out your stuff and they might like it too. But they won't do that for, God, people do it so much to me. You know, they'll go through 20 posts and just leave 100 flame emoji, and I'm like, get the fuck out! I'm deleting those comments. Yeah, exactly. Get out of here.
Well, because
then I know you're doing it to get my attention. Then I'm annoyed.
Of course.
But if you seek out some genuine connection, and then it gets reciprocated sometimes.
Because people see the social media grind as being this mindless grind that you have to do, and it's not. There is a difference between doing something and doing something with intention. Yeah. Right? Because even back when, I know I've told this story before, but it's my fucking podcast. Even when MySpace was a thing, I was sitting there manually going through everyone's profile, seeing them. But I was just starting to make music. Yeah. And do they seem like they'd like my music? I don't know if they seem like they'd actually like my music. Maybe. Oh, this person likes this band? Oh, they'll probably like my music. This person, there's no way they like me. This fucking prep is not going to like my fucking music. Then every single person. And I'd have friends that say, why in the fuck are you spending so much time doing that? You could just use, there was a software called Friend Blaster.
Yeah.
It was actual like .exe software that you downloaded on your
God.
Windows computer.
So scary.
So you'd use Friend Blaster and it would send immediately just the limit of random friend requests to people on MySpace. You can only send like 500 a day or something, you know, and I'd never get anything close to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd send like 50 a day. I was trying every single day. So I you know, on MySpace, it was a pretty big deal that before I stopped using it, I had like 7,000 friends on MySpace. That was a big fucking deal for me. But I had friends who were like, dude, I did that in like a few months.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, but you're not getting anywhere with it. Yeah, you're not getting, because these are bots, bro. Like what matters to you? Is it the number? All right, and you know what? None of those fucking people make music anymore.
Yeah.
None of them make music anymore. So in the same way that you'll have people still on your Instagram that are just leaving flame emojis and hundreds and stuff like that on every single post and whatever, they're trying to get noticed. They're just trying to use you as free promotion, as a billboard so that somebody sees their profile. There's not enough intention and there's not enough love into it.
No.
Put some intention into it. Why am I doing this and why am I connecting? It has to do with actually feeling something, because I'll get messages all the time from fucking idiots, from men who are just like they'll see that I have playlists on Spotify, on my
God,
Spotify,
yeah.
that have thousands of followers, and then they'll be like, hey man, checked out your playlist, I really loved it, I think my song would be dope on that playlist, man, blah blah. And they're sending it to everybody that has a playlist that has that, you know, just so they can get on any playlist. First of all, the genre doesn't match at all, and they didn't even look at it long enough to realize that playlist is all my songs.
Yep.
They're just playlists I made that are just like my favorite flat sound songs.
Yeah.
Songs to fall asleep to, you know? But they're messaging me hoping that, and like, why the fuck would you do that when you don't even care enough about your own grind
Yeah.
to look at it for a second? Why the fuck do you think you deserve a career in this?
There's no point.
You don't.
Mindless grinding is just.
Is wasting time.
Yeah.
Mindless grinding is wasting time. Do it with intention.
Do it with some intention. Yeah. Some care. Yeah. You know, I don't have a huge amount of followers on my Instagram. It's slowly growing, but I do have good followers. I've got, you know, a lot of, through just, you know, leaving earnest compliments to people's work and being like, hey, I really love this. Like, or, how did you do that? Something, you know.
But does Markiplier ever reply?
Shut up. I will kill you.
I saw you leaving a comment on Markiplier's Instagram.
You have never and will never see that.
You said, this post sucks also ratio. On Markiplier.
And you followed me back.
He fucking slid into my DMs. He's like, why would you say that? I talk like this.
Oh my God.
Are you looking at Markiplier's Instagram?
No, I'm not looking at Markiplier's Instagram.
Are you going to leave a comment?
I'm trying to remember someone's name.
Markiplier. Oh, no. Jacksepticeye.
Oh my God.
That's how you're looking up.
No, I was going to say that I have a lot of photographers following me whose work I really admire, really fucking admire. And they will follow me back, and I'm like, what the fuck? This person is like in galleries and the New York Times and stuff like that, you know.
It's a good feeling.
And they maybe see some kind of, I don't know, they see some friendliness or some seed of goodness in my stuff, and they follow me. That's so fucking cool to me. It's worth mentioning, a lot of those photographers don't have tons of followers themselves. But they have
they're accomplished artists.
Careers.
Yeah, they're accomplished artists.
Yeah, they are publishing books. They're doing all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it is wacky. So, I don't know. Being genuine and you trying to make a connection earnestly, it's like that connection will sometimes go both ways. And then that's really good. And I think that is the best way to build like a new following of people who you actually want. But don't just wait for followers to roll in, because they don't.
They do not.
Especially
now.
Every algorithm is working against you. They won't just roll in, you know. And yeah, you can do a lot of hacks, just like gain a big number, but the numbers, what's the big number worth? It's worth nothing. It's
for nothing if you're not making, if it's
it
not your job.
If it doesn't lead to commissions, if it doesn't lead to people enjoying your work, yeah. Yeah.
Why do you want to make art? And then chase that.
Yeah.
Because admittedly, back in my day, it focused more on being consistent. It focused more on just being present on the platform because we had a kind of a linear timeline. We had a linear dash. So it helped me a lot to be consistent because people, as they were scrolling through the day, found me on their Tumblr dash. And then it grew and it grew and it grew. And I also did a very similar thing on Tumblr where I was, with lots of intention, following people. I remember I had a goal of following 1,000 people on Tumblr.
That's so many.
Following 1,000 people. And I said, by the time I get to 1,000, with intention, that was enough to get the snowball rolling, and then I'll stop after that point. And I did. So I would look through people's profiles and just be like, oh, they're cool. Yeah, they're neat. I think they'd like my stuff. Yeah. And in fact, I think we'd be friends. I think they would find me funny. I think so. I would follow them, but only because I thought the same about them.
Yeah.
You know? And then that slowly, I started to get some followers back, and then some messages, and then more people listened to my music, and then at the 1,000 mark, roughly, I stopped, and then I just got 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, you know? Slowly over time because it got the ball rolling. Today, you need a little bit more than that, I think. Today, the timeline's fucked up. Today, the scrolling is different. The algorithm is different. Today, even they'll inflate the numbers. They'll change the algorithm to make you feel good to stay on the platform. TikTok is a great example of that. You get followers on TikTok pretty fucking easy. People, you know, then there's just, and yeah, it'll absolutely go to people's heads, and they'll be like, TikTok is the most amazing platform ever because I have 10,000 followers on here, and this is just some Stacy from fucking just some person's mom that had 200 followers.
Mom.
Yeah. Oh, it was Stacy's mom. Actually, sorry, I got those two things confused. And you know what? Now that I think about it, she's got it going on.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
Stupid.
Anyway, yeah. Delete your current profile. Not delete it. Start a new one.
You can just archive it, make it private if you want. You don't have to delete it. But I would say, if you... Yeah.
Don't hold on to the 500.
Especially if it's holding you back from creating and sharing art that you really want to make. Because that should come first. So don't let just 500 followers stand in the way of that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we gave good advice.
I think we... God, I'm just glancing at the time. We're done.
Oh my good lord.
Oh my God.
We went and did it.
We did it again.
We went and casted our pod.
We do it again and again, and we continue to do it again. I can't wait for this to be a video podcast.
Yeah.
My body hurts from setting that up. And
Yeah.
I'm honestly beginning to develop a bed sore. Right here. You're going to have to mind the girth.
Oh my God.
There's a bed sore right here.
That's your asshole.
Well, why is it sore? This has been All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. If you would like to send us an email, we sure would love to get it in our inbox. We are not running low exactly. I guess we're just picky and spoiled. We're running a little bit low.
We're running a bit low.
We don't like to go too far back into the archives because most of them become irrelevant after a certain point.
Yeah.
So if you have a pickle that you'd like us to answer, please send it in. It can be about the language of love.
Whoa.
It can be about the language of art. It can be about, I don't know why everything's languages.
Language? Yeah. Maybe about learning a language.
Learning a language. We're both really bad at that actually, so don't ask us about that. If you have, love question, art question, just stupid fucking story that you want to tell us, we would love to receive it. Please send us an email at
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. Do you think we've veered away from piss and shit?
We have recently. I'm not against going back to it though.
I'm not against going back to it.
Yeah.
Because we used to tell people
we get what we're
start
given.
question, fart question, art question. But
Yeah.
it could be start question, heart question, art question.
Yeah.
It could be fart question,
Fart question. Fart question.
nart question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ever heard of a shart?
Save it for next time.
Let me introduce you to a nart. If you like this episode and you think other people will also like this episode, please share this episode. We would like you to talk about this podcast because God knows I don't. I've even been considering, how I just post about it in the Discord?
Yeah.
I'm just underhanding posts, just being like, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is, whatever.
Yeah.
Right to the old story.
Yeah.
Why not at least do that?
You could. We should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could. We should.
Yeah.
Will I? Yes, I will.
Okay.
I'll do it because then it
All
won't
right.
even be the other people's responsibility for this to grow. It'll be ours as well.
We'll share it.
But you got to match that energy.
A burden shared is a burden that becomes a thriving podcast.
A thriving podcast. Yeah. Because if we're gonna move this thing to video, we're gonna need more y'all.
And we're gonna need cash.
We're gonna need some
cold
cash for
hard
that
cash.
one. If you're gonna see me, you're gonna perceive me. If you're gonna actually get to see me on video, I'm gonna need to get paid for that. I'm not gonna do that for free. We've been running at a loss for so long. But you know, I keep talking about this every time. I love our fucking podcast so much.
Yeah.
I love our listeners.
Yeah.
I love the content.
Me too.
I love that we do it even though I don't even post about it, but yet we grow through the organic grapevine of people sharing our little grapes. The grapes are the episodes.
The nuts and the grapes.
And
the
the
grape nuts. Really.
Which brings us to our first sponsor. Thank you guys so much for listening. Oh, right. If you like the episode, you want other people to also enjoy this podcast, please tell them about it. We are everywhere podcasts are found. You can just search All the Space in Between on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anywhere where you can find a podcast. But if you want to send them one very convenient location, we do have a website, and our website is
allthespaceinbetween.com.
Thank you guys so much for listening. New episodes every Monday.
Woo!
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.